Hey gang, welcome back to chapter 23 of the Crucible Chronicles. Can you believe this? 2 videos in 2022. It's a lot of 2s, but hopefully we can keep the streak going. Let's hop into today's game. Again, we are playing once again with Entombed Hero Symbol. Hopefully we can get a good game today. In the words of Matthew McConaughey, all right. Got ourselves a game playing against Crimson. AOA here. We got Dis Shadows Untamed. We got some Ortanus, or rather an Ortanu the Chained, a couple bindings. Triple Gub, and we can have the Cascading Gub failure. It's one of my favorite failure modes in KeyForge. One Gub goes down and just a whole line of them gets killed. Let's see, Shadows, we got Double Sting, interesting, with the Neck Lifter. That is interesting. Double Sting. And we got this Untamed. What are we looking for with that, the Double Sting? There's a Chota. Okay, so Chota, and we got Double Regrowth, which is pretty cool. And the Double Glimmer, so the Chota seems like it could be coming out. This would be an interesting test. I haven't played against any type of Sting situation here. I'm tempted to hold on to this Brain Drain here. Actually, I think we'll hold on to this. Maybe throw down the Hadris Wall. We could do that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do Sanctum. Throw down the Hadris Wall. I kind of like having one of these Brain Drains. Like maybe I can get to check, and like potentially Brain Drain the Sting. Okay, never mind. we won't be doing that. It doesn't matter. The Sting's already out. Love it. Got Under Pressure and this Brain Drain we can go with. Could be all right. Try and like build into a slightly larger Saurian hand. Or we could get some creatures on the board, which also seems all right. I don't know. I feel like this could go both ways. Actually, we have the Spoils of Battle, so like if they generate more Ember, that could be nice. So let's take an unfathomable turn. We'll throw down Under Pressure. We'll Brain Drain. Let's see what we're looking at. We got Bumblebird, Respect. Got Yancey Gang, Bang House. Interesting. So we could get rid of this Yerk. Might be the most useful play, because it seems like now would be a decent time for them to take a Dis turn. I mean, also having this Yancey Gang get put out could be unfortunate. I don't know. Let's just get rid of the Yerk. Oh yeah, now we're talking. We got 2 more Saurian cards. Sadly, our second Spoils of Battle, which isn't exactly what I wanted, but maybe we can get this Console Primus down on the board and get some use out of that. Bumblebird. Respect the Bumblebird. All right, that's okay. So we can go ahead and take a Saurian turn. We will play out Magister Vita, so we're not going to obviously do anything with that. Throw down the Venator to the right, which I guess will capture onto itself. Console Primus to the right, and I think we'll just play one of these to capture onto Magister Vita. Okay, oh, I see. That was sort of weird. All right, and we got some Sanctum Lining Rep. That's nice. Would be good to get some creatures down so this Magister Vita can do some work. There we go. They're everywhere. Putting some damage down. Fang House kills the Console Primus. That's all right. And I think we probably just take a Sanctum turn here. We're going to want to take the Tide, I think. So I think we'll play down the Seneschal to the left. We'll play down Larry of the Lake. I guess capture one onto the Venator. Friendly creature. I could move the Magister Vita over here. I don't really want to capture more onto it though. Just keep it where it is and capture one. Take the Tide. Strange Ordination. See what that does for us. We do have another brain drain here. Of course, all this ember going over care of the sting. One bumblebird gone. So it seems like it actually is probably best to try and keep. Seems like it's best to try and keep the. Wow, that's a lot of dis. All right, so we forge. All that ember goes over to our opponent. This Ember Imp is not one of my favorite things. What was I saying though? I was saying it's actually best to keep the Chota on the board. So we could brain drain. So get some protection on the Larry of the Lake. Could be all right. Could be all right. We could also capture more Ember. The thing is, we don't get more creatures out on the board, unfortunately. So, I mean, we could capture 1 and then another 4. So capture all that Ember back. But we're also in a situation where this board is getting a little bit large. Let's take a Saurian turn. We should spoils first. Spoils first. Capture all that Ember. Decadence. Probably move. Move 1 Ember from, I guess, Larry of the Lake over to this Ember Imp, which we'll probably want to kill at some point anyways. And then we could reap, we could fight. Kill the Yerk. Don't have a lot of great options here. I feel like I might just want to reap. Reap, reap, reap. That's a lot of stunning, but it's okay. But it's okay. All right, going with this. I'm assuming we're going to get some type of fighting going on here. All right, Yerk to discard Fanghouse. That's pretty cool. Double Yerk and gets rid of the old Yerk. So 2 Yerk and an old Yerk. I missed that actually. Yerk, Yerk, old Yerk. All right, so capturing some Ember onto Knuckles Bolton. And takes the Tide. Not bad. Can just keep playing the Tide game. I don't know if we want to do that. I assume, what do you think? This Larry of the Lake gets taken out? Goes after the Seneschal. All right. We'll call Saurian then, or Sanctum rather. We'll go ahead and remove that stun. Throw down the Sanctum Guardian. And do Seraphic Armor onto, I guess, Larry of the Lake. And bring low, putting some Ember there. And I think that's as good as we're going to get. We could take the Tide, but it's just going to slow us down, and we're already pretty slow. We are already pretty slow. Yeah, in hindsight, that getting all my creatures stunned on that Saurian turn maybe wasn't my greatest play. Right, so no creatures next turn. No creatures next turn. That's okay. Bring low is just capture all but 5 of your opponent's ember distributed among any number of friendly creatures. All right, so they're gonna copy the Mimicry to copy Decadence, and then Fang House to fight Magistra Vita. There we go. They managed to get themselves a key. And we can't play creatures this round, so we don't really want to kill the Chota. There's no reason for that. We could take a Sanctum turn. We could also just play an Unfathomable turn. So they need us to forge a key in order to get more Ember. So actually, I think I like the Sanctum play here. Do I like the Sanctum play? This Bring Low probably could be pretty handy later. The thing is, again, I like this Brain Drain I'd like to hold on to. Because I could like maybe use it to get rid of one of their regrowths on a key turn. But I also don't generate any Ember unless I call Saurian. Or a Sanctum, rather. So that's not amazing. Do I want to just keep some Ember on Knuckles? Could just Reap twice, Bring Low. I don't really... Let's see, 3 of their creatures are stunned. You know what? We're just gonna Reap and Reap. Bring Low. Puts us up to 8. Right, Ember Imp to stun Knuckles. Plays out Lamindra. I don't think they have a way in Untamed to kill their... Oh, Life for Life for Chota. There we go. Nice. All right, so I think what we want to probably do here is call Unfathomable. We can call the Void that. That's handy. So they don't have anything in archive. So let's Brain Drain. Ah, brutal. Brutal. Well, I think that is probably not great. So let's get rid of the Glimmer. They can regrowth the Glimmer. So they could regrowth and regrowth. There's like no situation here that this is good. I guess get the regrowth. We'll play out the Horrid Sign-In. Oh, it's so close. If only we could get to check. This Taxing Journey is pretty bummer town too. So regrowth, stun. Oh man, it hurts. So if they hadn't managed to get on to check, we may have had a chance because this Tama could have exhausted Chota. So our other option here, let's see, would be playing Taxing Journey. So we played Taxing Journey. Let me just take a quick peek here. So they played Regrowth. Regrowth to return Chota. So they still have... Are there both Regrowths here? What did we get rid of? Regrowth to return Chota. Oh, to the top of their deck. So they just drew into another regrowth, unfortunately. So Glimmer isn't going to be useful because Chota is going to be right here. I basically need to Tamwa into the Abyssal Zealot. The other option would be, let's see, they can... The other option would be Hadrith Wall, not Hadrith Wall, Taxing Journey, which will... Each of its neighbors that shares a house, so that'll capture 2. So they have the second regrowth. They could also use the Glimmer to pick up They're Everywhere or something. So for another pip. So that could be 1 pip, 2 pips, generate a 3rd Ember from the Bumble, fight the Chota. So that would be... That is not an amount of Ember that I can get rid of. I basically need to hope that I get the Abyssal Zealot. Yeah, I've got one out here. So we're gonna say Unfathomable. We'll play out Horde Sign-In. Kaup. We'll reap. Oh, does the tide have to be high? Whoops, we actually don't have an out. Because I would need the tide to be low for the Abyssal Zealot. Like to then be able to capture with it, I think. All right, so I forgot the Sting's still out. Everyone, the Sting's still out. The Sting is still here. We have a chance. Oh dear. Okay, so that may have done it then. I thought basically I was just gonna lose because Crimson got to 6 Ember. So for everyone in the comments who's already commented, Mordavas, you numpty. The Sting's still out. They haven't won yet. Well, I eventually figured it out, so you're welcome. He just had to watch through an excruciating couple of minutes. Oh, actually, this is cool. So Glimmer can return Mimicry. Mimicry can use... Did he use Call the Void? Call the Void, nice. It works. Woo! They did it. Okay, so in the end. Oh wait, they played Glimmer though. Oh, Kaup! Oh, can't believe it. Should probably tell them. Oh man, that was close. Well played to our opponent there. Sheesh, what a roller coaster of emotions for me finishing that game. I guess it helps if I actually paid attention to what was happening on the board. But yeah, well played to our opponent. Definitely a really interesting matchup here. That early Sting, I think the fact that we have such a heavy capture mechanic. Ember control mechanic in this deck is really pretty useful, especially against something like the Sting, because I mean we've got basically 5 embers sitting on our creatures right now. So, you know, we've definitely managed to stall that much. And I do think, you know, there's a little bit of disruption. A little bit of disruption we were able to do, at least make things difficult for our opponent, in terms of, you know, recurring that that Choda. That was pretty funny though. The classic brain drain with Glimmer and double regrowth. Just like, oh well, it doesn't. I don't think it matters. Any one of these that I get rid of is probably just going to come back. So I love it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for checking this out, and I will see you all next week.